Okay, guys, welcome to my 29th birthday special, um, in which I'm going to be doing a few game runs today, and most of these are game show games in this video. I lost track of what number run they are, so I'm just gonna make this video titled my 29th birthday special. So I'm gonna be doing 4 runs of Family Feud for the PlayStation 2 first. Then I think I may do two games of Jeopardy for the PlayStation 2. Then I'm thinking one game of Family Feud for the PlayStation 1. One game of the PS1 Jeopardy. And one game of Jeopardy for the second edition. And also one game of... Let me find it here. One game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo 64. So yeah. So I will cut this video right now to the game of the PlayStation 2 Family Feud game. Okay, I got the game going. So I got two of my special birthday guests here with me today. Olivia. I know you can't see her because it's dark in here, but Olivia. Say hi, Olivia. And Megan. They're joining me for my birthday special video today. So... Okay, so let's get started here. Skip the intro. And like I said, I'm gonna do insanely four games of this. So here we go with the first game run here. Or first game, I should say.
Get ready for action! It's time for Family Feud!
We got the Bass family.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the Family Feud.
Thank you.
Back to the question. I asked you to name an occupation that uses a microphone.
A singer.
Is it there?
A musician, yeah.
6 answers remain. We asked you to name an occupation that uses a microphone.
Well, I could say a teacher. I had a few teachers in school who had to use microphone, like little tiny microphones, on their chest. So,
Is it there? That's okay. That's only 1 strike. Would you believe it?
nope, wouldn't believe
6
it.
answers remain. You were asked to name an occupation that uses a microphone.
I'm my mind is blank, so I'm gonna have
Well,
to
sometimes
pass.
nothing comes to mind. Strike two, I'm afraid.
Oh, and by the way, my birthday is Sunday,
We've still got 6 answers left.
the 17th.
Okay. You were asked to name an occupation that uses a microphone.
By the way, my birthday is this Sunday, which is November 17th. Today is November 15th, 2 days before my birthday today, as I'm doing this video. So
You're going to pass? Well, sometimes it's hard to think of an answer, isn't it? What's number 2?
yeah, I couldn't think of anything else. Disc jockey,
Show me number 3.
TV announcer. I didn't think of that.
Show me number 4.
MC,
Number 5.
radio announcer,
Let's see number 6.
stewardess. Oh right, yeah,
Let's see number 7.
and a comedian, of course.
Round 1 is over with. Let's get on with round 2. Back to the
Do it.
question. I asked you to name a person who makes lots of money for little work.
I'll say a cashier.
Let's see if it's on the board. All right, 1 strike. There are 5 answers left on the board. I wanted you to name a person who makes lots of money for little work.
Passing.
A tricky question, and you've decided to pass. Strike 2, I'm afraid. 5 answers remain. All right, on with the show. I asked you to name a person who makes lots of money for little work. So you're going to pass.
Unfortunately.
Number 1.
Oh, Bill Gates.
Number 2.
Politicians. Oh boy.
Show me number 3.
Lawyers.
What's number 4?
Athletes.
What's number 5?
Entertainers.
It's time for round 3.
The first two,
How many points you'll get?
first two survey questions were.
Let's carry on.
The first two
We wanted
questions
you to
were
name.
kind of difficult.
Something you find in a library besides books.
A bathroom. Bathroom. I mean, every place, including a library's got to have a bathroom.
Let's see if our survey agrees. That's a strike. I can't believe it's not there.
Can't believe it either.
There are 6 answers still up on the board. We asked you to name something you find in a library besides books.
Oh, before I forget, I want to thank you to those who gave me thoughts and all the love and prayers for me and my family this week. As you saw in a few videos, my grandpa passed away early this week. So yeah. So yeah, I want to thank you all for your love and support. It means a lot to me. Grandpa was pretty sick for a while, so
You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want. That's 2 strikes, you guys. There are 6 answers still up on the board. Let's not forget why we're here. You were asked to name something you find in a library besides books.
oh yeah, I got a good one. Computers.
If it's there, you're still alive. Otherwise, it's the end of the round. Our survey says
Computer.
we've still got 5 answers left. Let's not forget why we're here. We wanted you to name something you find in a library besides books?
Darn. I can't think of anything else, so...
Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? Show me number 1.
Oh yeah, magazines.
What's number 2?
Well, that was pretty obvious, so I didn't put that. Tapes.
Show me number 4.
Well, libraries don't sell those anymore. Don't rent those anymore. Tapes.
Show me number 5.
Newspapers. Movies. On DVD now.
What's number 6?
And I think Blu-rays. No longer VHS tapes. And a librarian.
Racing towards fast money now. We'll be playing that right after round 4. I asked you to name someone you might hang the phone up on.
A telemarketer. I get those calls a lot, almost every day in my house. And it bugs me and my parents to death.
Is it up there? Two answers remain. You were asked to name someone you might hang the phone up on.
I don't know, politician, I guess. I'm not a very big political person, so...
Let's see if it's there. That's a strike. Really? I thought it would be there.
That's a good guess, though.
There are 2 answers still up on the board. All right. I asked you to name someone you might hang the phone up on.
I can't think of anything, sorry.
You're going to pass? Well, sometimes it's hard to think of an answer, isn't it? Don't want another one of those. We've still got 2 answers left. Okay. I asked you to name someone you might hang the phone up on.
I'll give this one a try. I'm going to say, the policeman.
Get it right, and you get more points. Otherwise, it's the end of the round. The survey says... Would you believe it? Let's see number 2.
Oh, well, I was on the right track.
Let's see number 3.
A bailiff. Yeah, prank caller.
Yes, it's time for fast money.
Alright.
That's a good job, you guys. You're going on to fast money. Time for fast money. Which 2 are going to play?
I'll choose these 2 guys.
Come on, let's play fast money. I'll ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Try to give me the most popular answer. If you can't think of anything, say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time left. Give me 20 seconds on the clock, please. The clock will start after I read the first question.
Okay.
Name a vehicle that's harder to operate than a car.
A truck. Like a very, very big truck.
A food that's difficult to eat with a fork.
Oops. Food that's difficult to eat with a fork. Pass for right now.
A famous Tony, real or fictional.
Tony Hawk.
A woman who's known for her outrageous clothing.
Pass.
A man who's famous for dancing in the movies.
Pass.
All right, good job. We asked you to name a vehicle that's harder to operate than a car. You chose
a truck.
Is it there? I asked you to name a food that's difficult to eat with a fork. You chose. Is it there? I wanted you to name a famous Tony, real or fictional. You said.
Tony Hawk.
Let's see if it's there. I wanted you to name a woman who's known for her outrageous clothing. You chose. Survey said. I asked you to name a man who's famous for dancing in the movies. You thought. Let's see if it's there.
Total 126 points, so that's still
Clear
good.
the board, please. I'll ask you the same 5 questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I will say try again, and you just give me a different answer. If you can't think of anything, just say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time. Because it's harder, you get 25 seconds to give me your answers. Give me 25 seconds on the clock, please.
All right.
The clock will start after I read the first question.
All right.
Name a vehicle that's harder to operate than a car.
I'm gonna say I would never ride on these, but I'm gonna say a motorcycle.
A food that's difficult to eat with a fork.
I'm gonna say crackers.
A famous Tony, real or fictional.
I'm gonna say Tony Shalhoub from Monk, one of my favorite actors. I enjoyed him in Spy Kids, the first one.
A woman who's known for her outrageous clothing. A man who's famous for dancing in the movies.
Pass.
I asked you to name a vehicle that's harder to operate than a car. You said.
A motorcycle.
Let's see if it's there. I wanted you to name a food that's difficult to eat with a fork. You went for.
I went for crackers.
Survey said.
Ah,
You were asked to name
good try though.
a famous Tony, real or fictional. You thought.
Tony Shalhoub.
Survey says.
Oh,
We
darn.
wanted you to name a woman who's known for her outrageous clothing. You said.
Nothing.
Survey said. I asked you to name a man who's famous for dancing in the movies. Your answer was. Is it on the board? We hope you had fun playing our game, and we want to see you right back here on the Family Feud.
I will see you back. Well, to the host, I will see you back here in just a moment. Alright, on to the second game.
Let's start the Family Feud!
And we got the Mitchell family.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the Family Feud.
Thank you once again.
Let's not forget why we're here. I asked you to name the magazine cover a man would most like to be on.
That's easy. People magazine. I do read those magazines once in a while.
survey said... Oh, one strike, you guys.
No?
That was so good.
Darn.
There are 5 answers still up on the board. Let's not forget why we're here. You were asked to name the magazine cover a man would most like to be on.
I really don't know. I'll have to skip this question.
You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want. All right, 2 strikes. We've still got 5 answers left. We wanted you to name the magazine cover a man would most like to be on. Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind.
Excuse me.
Show me number 1.
Sports Illustration.
Number 2.
I don't really read Sports Illustration. Time Magazine, yeah.
Let's see number 3.
I read those sometimes. GQ.
Show me number 4.
Fortune.
Show me number 5.
Rolling Stone.
And that's the conclusion of round 1. Time to press on with round 2.
Can't believe people was not one of
We
the
wanted you to name
answers. The top answers.
a place where a tent might be set up.
Place where a tent might be set up. Camping.
Our survey says...
Yeah, camping site.
6 answers left on the board. I asked you to name a place where a tent might be set up.
How about the beach?
That's a good answer, but what does the survey say? All right,
No.
1 strike. That was so good. There are 6 answers still up on the board. I asked you to name a place where a tent might be set up.
I'm gonna have to pass.
You're going to pass? Well, sometimes it's hard to think of an answer, isn't it? 1 more strike and you'll lose control of the question. There are 6 answers still up on the board. You were asked to name a place where a tent might be set up.
Passing.
Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind. Let's see number 2.
The woods. Yeah.
Let's see number 3.
Well, that's kind of similar to like camping sites. So backyard. Yeah.
Let's see number 4.
Oh, the park. That was.
Let's see number
I was
5.
gonna put that down, but I wasn't sure if that was exactly one of the top.
Show me number
The
6.
circus. The mountains.
Number 7.
And boot camp.
It's round 3 already. We asked you to name
36
a
points.
place someone new in town goes to meet people.
The park.
Time to see what the board says. 2 more strikes and you'll lose control of the question. Really? I thought it would be there. We've still got 5 answers left. Let's not forget why we're here. I wanted you to name a place someone new in town goes to meet people.
My right foot's trying to fall asleep. How about the movies?
Is it up there? 1 more strike and you'll lose control of the question. There are 5 answers still up on the board. I asked you to name a place someone new in town goes to meet people.
Pass.
So you're going to pass. Show me number 1.
The bar. Oh, excuse
Let's
me.
see number 2.
A bar. A club.
What's number 3?
Church.
Show me number 4.
Restaurant.
What's number 5?
I was gonna put that down. Yeah. A store.
Racing towards fast money now. We'll be playing that right after round 4. I wanted you to name a profession in Las Vegas that makes good tips.
I don't know much about Las Vegas. I never been there, so.
So you're going to pass. Oh, 1 strike, you guys. 4 answers remain. Okay. I asked you to name a profession in Las Vegas that makes good tips.
I guess I can go with casino. I don't know.
Let's see if it's there.
Casino work. Okay.
There are 3 answers still up on the board.
That's good enough.
Let's carry on. You were asked to name a profession in Las Vegas that makes good tips. So you're going to pass. Don't want another one of those. We've still got 3 answers left. All right. We asked you to name a profession in Las Vegas that makes good tips. You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want. Let's see number 1. Let's see number 2. What's number 4?
Sorry, was checking my phone. Waitress, dealers, bartender.
Fast money, here we come. That's a good job, you guys. You've earned yourself a chance at fast money. Choose for me, if you
46
will,
points.
2 members of the family to play fast money.
I'll go with these 2.
Come on, let's play fast money. I'll ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Try to give me the most popular answer. If you get stuck, say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's still time. Can I have 20 seconds on the clock, please? The clock will start after I read the first question. Name something you ride in that might make you throw up.
Very easy. A roller coaster. I do not like roller coasters at all. I was through my whole life, I was not a fan of roller coasters.
A gift from the song The 12 Days of Christmas.
Pass that one.
An animal that has fangs.
A spider.
Something a dog does to show it loves you.
Licks you.
A way people get rid of mice.
Traps.
We've got 5. I wanted you to name something you ride in that might make you throw up. You chose
A roller coaster.
Survey says. We asked you to name a gift from the song The 12 Days of Christmas. You answered. Is it on the board? You were asked to name an animal that has fangs. You answered.
A spider.
Survey says.
No?
I wanted you to name
Darn.
something a dog does to show it loves you. You answered.
Licks you.
Our survey says. We wanted you to name a way people get rid of mice. You answered.
Traps.
Let's see if it's there. questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I will say try again, and you just give me a different answer. If you can't think of anything, just say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time. Because it's harder, you get 25 seconds to give me your answers. First, we put 25 seconds on the clock. We'll start the clock after I have read the first question. Name something you ride in that might make you throw up.
Well, people can get car sick, so I'll go with the car.
A gift from the song The 12 Days of Christmas.
Skip that one.
An animal that has fangs.
A lion.
Something a dog does to show it loves you.
Cuddles.
A way people get rid of mice.
Their cat.
I wanted you to name something you ride in that might make you throw up. You answered.
A car.
Is it there? We asked you to name a gift from the song The 12 Days of Christmas. You thought. Survey says. I asked you to name an animal that has fangs. Your answer was.
It was a lion. Oh, excuse me. A lion.
Our survey says. I asked you to name something a dog does to show it loves you. You said.
Cuddles.
Is it there? I asked you to name a way people get rid of mice. You answered.
A cat.
Our survey says.
46 points.
We hope you had fun playing our game, and we want to see you right back here on the Family Feud.
Alright. We got 2 more games left for this one. Okay.
Let's start the Family Feud!
We got the Hall family.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the Family Feud. Let's carry on. We asked you to name something that people like to put whipped cream on.
Pies.
Let's see if it's there.
A pie.
There are 4 answers left on the board. Let's not forget while we're here. I wanted you to name something that people like to put whipped cream on.
Fruit. Oops.
Is it there? You don't want 2 more of those. Really? I thought it would be there. 4 answers remain. All right. We wanted you to name something that people like to put whipped cream on.
Maybe they're looking for specific fruit. I'll go with strawberries.
Let's see if it's there.
Strawberries.
We've still got 3 answers left. All right. You were asked to name something that people like to put whipped cream on.
How about pineapple?
Is it on the board? Strike 2, I'm afraid. I can't believe it's not there. 3 answers remain. Let's carry on. You were asked to name something that people like to put whipped cream on.
Blueberries.
Get it right and you get more points. Otherwise, it's the end of the round. Let's see if our survey agrees. Let's see number 2.
Ice cream.
Show me number 4.
Cake.
Number 5.
And sundae.
Let's see what round 2 has for us. We wanted you to name something that a vampire wouldn't possess.
Skip.
Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? Oh, 1 strike, you guys. 5 answers remain. I asked you to name something that a vampire wouldn't possess. Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? Strike 2, I'm afraid. There are 5 answers left on the board. I wanted you to name something that a vampire wouldn't possess. Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind. Let's see number 1.
Garlic.
What's number 2?
A cross.
Let's see number 3.
Wooden stake.
Let's see number 4.
Mirrors.
Show me number 5.
Lights. 58 points.
It's time for round 3. I wonder how many points you'll get. I asked you to name something that grows quickly.
Hair.
This could well be the top answer.
Yeah.
Survey says 4 answers remain. All right. We wanted you to name something that grows quickly.
Grass.
Is it top? I say it should be.
Yep.
Our survey says there are 3 answers still up on the board. You were asked to name something that grows quickly.
Flowers.
Let's see if it's on the board. You don't want 2 more of those. Really? I thought it would be there. We've still got 3 answers left. Back to the question. You were asked to name something that grows quickly.
How about plants?
That's got to be top. Survey says we've still got 2 answers left. You were asked to name something that grows quickly.
A tree.
Is it up there? That's 2 strikes, you guys. There are 2 answers left on the board. You were asked to name something that grows quickly.
I'm gonna pass.
Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind. Number 1.
Weeds.
Let's see number 2.
Kids.
Time for round 4, the final one before Fast Money. Let's not forget why we're here. You were asked to name a reason you close your eyes.
Um, to sleep.
Survey said... We've still got 2 answers left. I wanted you to name a reason you close your eyes.
To pray.
Is it up there? You don't want 2 more of those. Great answer, but it's not there, I'm afraid. There are 2 answers left on the board. You were asked to name a reason you close your eyes.
Not too sure.
A tricky question, and you've decided to pass. That's 2 strikes, you guys. There are 2 answers left on the board. Let's carry on. You were asked to name a reason you close your eyes.
I don't know.
A tricky question, and you've decided to pass. Let's see number 2.
Tired.
Show me number 3.
Blink.
Now it's time to play Fast Money. That's a good job, you guys.
170 points.
Get ready for Fast Money. Okay, who's going to play Fast Money? Okay, it's Fast Money time. I'll ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Try to give me the most popular answer. If you can't think of anything, say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time left. Can I have 20 seconds on the clock, please? We'll start the clock after I have read the first question. Name a movie that had at least 2 sequels.
Movie that had at least 2 sequels. I don't know. I'll just go with. I'll go with Friday the 13th. No, actually, I'll go with Halloween. You know what? No, I'll go with. I'll go with Indiana Jones because I like those films. Well, out of all of them, I think Raiders of the Lost Ark was my number 1 favorite.
Someone that carries a clipboard.
A doctor.
Something little boys can't wait to grow up and do.
Drive.
The most difficult subject in school, besides... That's it, I'm afraid. Goes quick, doesn't it?
Ran out of time.
We asked you to name a movie that had at least 2 sequels. You answered...
Indiana Jones.
Survey says... I wanted you to name someone that carries a clipboard. You answered...
Doctor.
Let's see if it's there.
What?
I asked you to name
Ah.
something little boys can't wait to grow up and do. You thought...
Drive.
Is it on the board? We wanted you to name the most difficult subject in school besides math. You thought... Survey says... I asked you to name something you hope a psychic says will happen.
Oh.
You answered...
Time ran out.
Survey said...
So I couldn't put anything.
Clear the board, please. I'll ask you the same 5 questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I will say try again, and you just give me a different answer. If you can't think of anything, just say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time. Because it's harder, you get 25 seconds to give me your answers. First, we put 25 seconds on the clock. The clock will start after I read the first question. Name a movie that had at least 2 sequels.
I know there's more than 2, but I'll just put Home Alone. I mean, what the heck?
Someone that carries a clipboard.
A teacher.
Something little boys can't wait to grow up and do.
I'm gonna go with Graduation.
The most difficult subject in school, besides math.
Well, I'll say science. Although I did really like science, so
Something you hope a psychic says will happen.
I'm skipping.
We asked you to name a movie that had at least 2 sequels. You went for
Home Alone.
Survey said. I asked you to name someone that carries a clipboard. You chose.
A teacher.
Let's see if it's there. I asked you to name something little boys can't wait to grow up and do. Your answer was
Graduation.
the survey says. You were asked to name the most difficult subject in school besides math. You went for
Science.
Is it there? I wanted you to name something you hope a psychic says will happen. You thought.
Didn't put anything.
Survey says.
Alright, time for one more game.
We hope you had fun playing our game, and we want to see you right back here on the Family Feud.
Okay. Last game.
Get ready for action. It's time for Family Feud.
And we got the Burke family.
It's time for the Family Feud. Are you ready to play?
Yep.
I asked you to name a woman who's known for her outrageous clothing.
That question appeared earlier, but I'm gonna have to skip that one.
So you're going to pass. That's a strike. There are 4 answers still up on the board. You were asked to name a woman who's known for her outrageous clothing. You're going to pass? Well, sometimes it's hard to think of an answer, isn't it? One more strike and you'll lose control of the question. There are 4 answers left on the board. I asked you to name a woman who's known for her outrageous clothing. You're going to pass? Well, sometimes it's hard to think of an answer, isn't it?
For sure.
Show me number 1.
Oh, Cher. I like Cher.
Number 2.
Madonna, who I also like.
What's number 3?
I think that's Phyllis.
Let's see
Diller.
number 4.
Jennifer Lopez.
It's round 2 already. Okay. You were asked to name an occupation where you'd have to wear a hat.
A magician.
Let's see if it's there. Oh, one strike, you guys. 6 answers remain. Okay. I asked you to name an occupation where you'd have to wear a hat.
How about a fireman? Or a firefighter?
Is it top? I say it should be. Let's see if it's on the board. We've still got 5 answers left. I wanted you to name an occupation where you'd have to wear a hat.
A police officer.
Is it up there? There are 4 answers still up on the board. I wanted you to name an occupation where you'd have to wear a hat.
Let's see. I'll go with a farmer.
Our survey says you don't want another one of those. Would you believe it? There are 4 answers still up on the board. You were asked to name an occupation where you'd have to wear a hat.
I'm skipping this
A
time.
tricky question, and you've decided to pass. Show me number 1.
Construction.
Show me number 3.
Chef.
What's number 5?
A nurse. I never really
What's
seen
number 6?
nurses wear hats. A ball player.
Round 2, over with. Let's get on with round 3. You were asked to name
33
an
points.
animal you probably never see in a zoo.
A dog.
The top answer? I think so. Is it on the board? There are 6 answers still up on the board. You were asked to name an animal you probably never see in a zoo.
A fish.
Let's see if it's there. 2 more strikes and you'll lose control of the question. There are 6 answers still up on the board. We asked you to name an animal you probably never see in a zoo.
How about a frog?
Let's see if our survey agrees. 1 more strike and you'll lose control of the question. I can't believe it's not there. We've still got 6 answers left. All right. You were asked to name an animal you probably never see at a zoo.
I guess I can go with a cat.
If it's there, you're still alive. Otherwise, it's the end of the round. Our survey says 5 answers remain. All right. I wanted you to name an animal you probably never see at a zoo.
I'm gonna skip.
You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want. Show me number 3.
An alligator or a crocodile.
Show me number 4.
A whale.
Number 5.
cow.
Let's see number 6.
A squirrel.
Number 7.
A mouse. 86 points.
Round 4 now. The final round before we play Fast Money. I asked you to name a phrase that starts with the words, stop the...
Stop the... Stop the car?
Is it up there? Oh, 1 strike, you guys. Would you believe it? 5 answers remain. You were asked to name a phrase that starts with the words, stop the...
I'm gonna have to skip this one.
Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind.
Kind of a hard question.
1 more strike and you'll lose control of the question. We've still got 5 answers left. Okay. I asked you to name a phrase that starts with the words, stop the... Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? What's number 1?
Oh, music.
Show me number 2.
Bus.
What's number 3?
Violence.
Number 4.
Madness.
Let's see number 5.
Clock. Now on to Fast Money.
Come on, let's play Fast Money. You got it! You got it! Fast Money round, here you come. Okay, who's going to play Fast Money? Come on, let's play Fast Money.
Alright.
I'll ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Try to give me the most popular answer. If you can't think of anything, say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time left. Give me 20 seconds on the clock, please. We'll start the clock after I have read the first question. Name something James Bond has that men wish they had.
I'm not into James Bond stuff, so I'm skipping.
Something that people get removed from their body.
Let's see. Something that people get removed from their body. Oh, gallbladder. Oh. Gotta hurry up before time runs
Something
out.
kids like to throw at each other. Something passengers aboard
darn
a
it.
plane are told to do.
I was gonna say ball.
A job that
I hit the
requires you
wrong
to
button.
know. That's it, I'm afraid. Goes quick, doesn't it?
Sure
We
does.
asked you to name something James Bond has that men wish they had. You thought.
Oh.
Our survey says. I wanted you to name something that people get removed from their body. You said.
Gallbladder.
Is it there? I wanted you to name something kids like to throw at each other. You went for.
I was gonna say ball. I hit the wrong button.
Let's see if it's there. I asked you to name something passengers aboard a plane are told to do. Your answer was. The survey says. We wanted you to name a job that requires you to know a foreign language. You went for. Is it on the board? Clear the board, please. I'll ask you the same 5 questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I will say try again, and you just give me a different answer. If you can't think of anything, just say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time. Because it's harder, you get 25 seconds to give me your answers. Give me 25 seconds on the clock, please. We'll start the clock after I have read the first question. Name something James Bond has that men wish they had.
Pass.
Something that people get removed from their body.
Can't think of anything else.
Something kids like to throw at each other.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't hit the wrong button this time, but I'm gonna say a ball.
Something passengers aboard a plane are told to do.
Pass.
A job that requires you to know a foreign language.
Passing.
We asked you to name something James Bond has that men wish they had. Your answer was, let's see if it's there. We wanted you to name something that people get removed from their body. You said, our survey says. We asked you to name something kids like to throw at each other. You thought,
A ball.
our survey says. You were asked to name something passengers aboard a plane are told to do. You chose, is it on the board? I wanted you to name a job that requires you to know a foreign language. You answered, survey said.
All right.
We hope you had fun playing our game, and we want to see you right back here on the Family Feud.
All right. I'm gonna cut this video right now. Next, we're gonna do 2 games of Jeopardy for the PlayStation 2. So stay tuned here in just a second. Okay, I am back now, in which we're going to do 2 games of Jeopardy for the PlayStation 2. We're starting off with the first game.
From the Sony Pictures Studio, this is Jeopardy!
Thank you, Johnny, and hi, everyone, and welcome to another exciting game of Jeopardy!
Thank you, Alex.
We've got some really interesting first-round categories for you today. Let's take a look.
Let's see what they are.
Name that classic tune.
Nice.
Tune in.
Nice.
Words of the 60s.
Okay.
Critters. Feminism. The final category is New York Times headlines.
Turn this up a little bit.
All right, let's get things underway, player one.
I'm going to start off with Name That Classic Tune for 200, please.
1943's Der Führer's Face, starring this Disney quack-up, won an Oscar.
What was that Disney film? Who is Donald Duck? Who is Donald Duck?
Hey, you got it.
400.
Until his death in 1959, author Q. Bryan was the voice of this wabbit hunter.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to remember his name. Who is Elmer?
Hey, you got it.
Yes.
Hey, you're still up, player one. Answer? The Daily Double.
That's a good start. Daily Double.
Player one, please Please make your wager now.
I'll wager, 1,000.
Okay, here's the...
He starred in 1948 Symphony in Spinach.
Who is Popeye? Or Popeye the Sailor Man?
Exactly.
He was the sidekick of the smarter than the average bear.
Who is Yogi Bear?
No, sorry.
No.
This is what we wanted.
Oh, boo-boo. Okay. It's kind of on the right track.
Player 1, you're still in control.
1948's Magpie Madness starred this Terry Tune pair.
Who are Heckle and Jekyll?
Very good. You pick again.
Tune in for 200.
In 1937, the spinach-growing town of Crystal City, Texas, erected a statue of this animated character.
Who is Popeye the Sailor Man?
No, and I am sorry.
What?
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Oh. Wow. I can't believe they did that. 400.
Launched October 2nd, 1950, it went on to achieve the largest and most devoted following of any comic strip in history.
Nobody?
What is Peanuts?
That's it.
Peanuts, yes. That's right.
Player 3, your turn.
I love those comic strips.
Critters for 200.
The ringgalls, or spitting type of this snake, can spit venom about 7 feet.
I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say, what is a rattlesnake?
No, sorry.
Ugh.
What is the cobra?
Cobra.
Correct. Back
Okay.
again.
The cobra.
I'll take critters for 400.
The young of these marsupials are called joeys.
What is the kangaroo? Right.
Kangaroo.
Player 2, it's your turn. New York Times headlines for 200.
The November 25th, 1963 front page read, "This man seen here shot to death in jail corridor by a Dallas citizen."
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue.
Not too sure on this one.
who was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yes!
Okay.
New York Times headlines for 400.
The revelation of undreamed of splendors was reported with the 1923 opening of this Egyptian king's inner tomb.
Who was King Tut?
That's it. Player one?
Tune in for 600.
It's the longest-running animated prime-time series in the history of television.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What is The Simpsons?
Very good.
This first completely computer-generated feature film was released in 1995.
What is Toy Story? Absolutely love the Toy Story movies.
Precisely. Pick again.
Wally West is the real name of this comic book superhero who got his powers from a bolt of lightning.
Who is the Flash?
Very good. You pick again.
Critters for 600.
Species of this small hovering bird range in size from 2 inches to 8 inches.
What is the hummingbird?
Well done, yes.
Alright.
Discovered in the Congo rainforest around 1900, the okapi is in the same family as this other long-necked animal.
What is a giraffe?
Precisely. Pick again.
The black-footed ferret is a member of this animal family, and don't try to squirm your way out of it.
What is a skunk? No? Mostelete family?
Right. Pick again.
There we go. Let's do 60s words for 200.
These two birds represented conciliatory and aggressive attitudes toward war.
What are doves and hawks?
That's it.
Ducks and hawks.
If you would, player 3.
Words of the 60s for 400.
Astronet, meaning a female one of these, has not stood the test of time or space.
What is an astronaut? Right you are.
An astronaut.
Player 2, what'll it be? Feminism for 200.
TV's Hawkeye Pierce, this male feminist, was a member of Men for ERA.
Who is Daniel Pierce? I know this is from MASH, which I don't really watch, so I'm just gonna say Daniel Pierce. No? Okay. Well, I'm not too sure.
No, that's not right. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Oh, Alan Alda. Okay. I wasn't sure if it meant the character or the
Player
actor.
2, you're still up. New York Times headlines for 600, Alex.
On September 9, 1974, news fit to print included the pardon of this president and Knievel safe as rocket falls.
Okay. I'm gonna say who was Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon.
That's it exactly.
Yes.
Player 1, it's your turn.
Words of the 60s for 6.
In 60s slang, a wahine was a young woman who participated in this ocean sport.
What is surfing? Correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Surfing.
Player 2, you choose. Words of the 60s for 800.
Logically enough, it's the single word for a topless bikini.
What is a monokini?
Yes, indeed. Over to you, Player 1.
Term for those who rode buses to test integration in interstate travel.
What are freedom riders?
You bet. Player 3, it's your turn.
Feminism for 400.
Perhaps inspired by Shirley Muldowney, in 1990, Saudi Arabian women protested their exclusion from this activity.
What is driving? Exactly. Your choice, Player 2. Feminism for 600.
This two-word term, popularized by Anita Hill's testimony, may have originated in a 1975 gathering at Cornell.
What is sexual harassment?
Correct. Pick again.
Feminism for 800?
A widely read 1977 novel by Marilyn French wasn't called The Ladies' Room, but this.
This is the correct question.
The woman's room.
You're still in control of the board, player 2. Feminism for 1,000.
This Judy Chicago artwork is a real party.
What is the dinner party?
Precisely. Pick again.
New York Times headlines for 800.
The 1945 headline, "Bomber hits this New York City skyscraper," seen here, meant a plane, not a person.
Here's the clue.
What is the Empire State Building?
Right.
Empire State Building.
And in this round, our final answer.
Berlin reported him missing and insane when this Nazi flies to Scotland in May 1941.
Rudolph Hess. Okay. Who was Rudolph Hess?
Well done, yes.
All right, that brings us to the end of the Jeopardy round. Let's see how our players are doing.
I'm doing pretty well so far. Good start to the first game.
Bravo, player 1. You're all alone in first place. Now it's time for the double Jeopardy round. And remember, dollar values double, and we have 2 daily doubles for you on this board.
Alright, let's get to it.
Here are the categories for the double Jeopardy round. The Atlantic Ocean,
Uh-huh.
Olympic gold medalists, women in mythology, oh my, M-I in quotation marks,
Pretty interesting category.
for apples, and to conclude, the literary world.
Okay.
This time, player 3 will start us off.
Women in mythology for 400.
This love goddess is the Roman equivalent of Aphrodite.
Okay. Who is Venus?
Right you are. Player 1, it's your turn.
Oh my for 400.
For many birds, it means flying south for the winter.
What is migration? What is migrating?
Very good. You pick again.
Yes.
This region of islands in the Pacific includes Guam, Kiribati, and Nauru.
What is Micronesia?
Precisely. Back again.
A sticky situation, or an area of wet, soggy ground.
Here's what we were looking for.
A mire.
Hey, you're still up, player.
It's a ship equipped to detect and destroy enemy explosives.
What is a minesweeper?
That's it. It's your turn, player 3.
4 apples for 400.
To ruin carefully laid plans is to upset this.
This is the correct question.
The apple cart.
Player 3, you're still in control of the board.
The literary world for 400.
His novel Lord Jim uses the term cat's paws for breezes that ruffle the surface of the sea.
Who is Joseph Conrad?
Hey, you're correct. Player 3, you're still in control of the board.
The literary world for 800.
Of Lord Poop of Pelham, Lord Scroop of Masham, or Lord Surly of Sneer, the one in Henry V.
Who is Scroop?
Precisely. Back again.
The literary world for 1,200.
The book of Leviticus says of an evildoer, the people of the land shall stone him with these.
This is what we wanted.
Stones.
The literary world for 1,600.
In 1741, Calvinist Jonathan Edwards gave his fiery sermon entitled Sinners in the Hands of This.
Take a look. Here's the right response.
An angry god.
The Atlantic Ocean for 400.
This expensive treat seen here may be the eggs of the North Atlantic lumpfish. Read the label.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue.
Not sure what that is.
What is caviar?
Caviar.
Correct. Back again.
Gotcha.
The Atlantic Ocean for 800.
Of the Earth's oceans, the Atlantic ranks here in size.
What we were looking for was this.
I would like Olympic gold medalists for 400.
Men's platform diving, 1984 and 1988. This man, who wrote the memoir Breaking the Surface.
Okay. Who is Greg Louganis?
That's it. Over to you, player 1.
Let's finish up Oh My for 2,000.
Answer, the Daily Double.
Player 1, please make your wager now.
I'll wager 100.
Okay, here's the clue.
This box with slotted sides enables a carpenter to make perfect crosscuts.
is that called? Oh, I'll try what is micro. Could be wrong though.
No, sorry.
No.
This is what we wanted.
A miter box. Okay. Miter box. That's okay.
In song, Ida was as sweet as this.
What is apple cider? Correct. Your choice, player 2. For apples, for 1,200.
A Kellogg's Cinnamon Toasty Apple Cereal.
What is Apple Jacks?
Yes. Player 1.
If everything is just so or perfect, it's in this kind of order.
What is apple pie?
Right.
Apple pie.
All right, player 3. What'll it be?
The Atlantic Ocean for 1,200.
In 1932, she crossed the Atlantic alone in 13 hours, 30 minutes.
Who was Amelia Earhart?
Yes. Over to you, player 1.
This PBS science series has told viewers the gravity of the situation.
What is Crash Course? I didn't really watch a lot of like PBS programs. I mainly watched like PBS Kids and also Bob Ross. So I really have no idea.
No, that's not right. Sorry. Anybody? This is the correct question.
Newton's apple. Okay.
You're still in control of the board, player 1.
C.S. Lewis chronicled this fantasy world in 7 books, beginning with The Lion, The Witch, and The Wardrobe.
What is Narnia?
Right. Pick again.
Let's go to Atlantic Ocean for 16.
Answer, the Daily Double. Player 1, please make your wager now. Okay, here's the clue.
In July 1866, one of these was laid across the Atlantic by the Great Eastern Steamer.
What is SS.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. What we were looking for was this.
Telegraph cable.
This sea that lies between the Azores and the West Indies is named for the brown gulfweed floating in it.
What is the Sargasso Sea?
Yes, indeed. Player 3, your turn.
Women in mythology for 800.
Mnemosyne, the goddess of memory, was the mother of these 9 goddesses of the arts.
Who are Mnemonides?
Correct. Pick again.
Women in mythology for 1200.
The first mortal woman. Her name in Greek means all gifts.
Who is Pandora?
Very good. You pick again.
Women in mythology for 1600.
She's best remembered for being turned into a spider.
Who is Arachne? That's right. Player 2, you choose. Olympic gold medalists for 800.
Ladies figure skating 2002. This team from Great Neck, New York.
Who is K.O. Martin? No. Who is Sarah Elizabeth Hughes? Or Sarah Hughes?
Right. Player 1, your turn.
She promised Paris wisdom and victory in all battles if he judged her the fairest goddess.
Who is Athena? Right. Player 2, what'll it be? I'll try Olympic gold medalists for 1,200.
Men's ice hockey 1980. A miracle on ice by this country.
What is United States?
Correct.
Yes.
Player 1, your turn.
Men's singles in tennis 1996. This native of Las Vegas.
Who is Andre Agassi?
Right you are. And finishing off this round,
Men's track and field 100 meters 1936. this all-time great from Alabama.
Who is Jesse Owens? Exactly. And that brings us to the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's take a quick look at the scores. You're number one, player one. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That time, folks. Final Jeopardy. We're going to take a look at the category, then we'll give you a few seconds to think about your wager. Business first. Go ahead, make your wager.
2,000.
Here is the final Jeopardy answer.
Term for a section of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code. Number 11 deals with business reorganization.
What is reorganization? Oh man, I better hurry up. Oh. Ah, darn it.
Let's see if you got the right question.
No. I wasn't able to finish filling it in.
Player two, your question. Player two, I see that you like to live dangerously. But you're right. Way to go.
I got it wrong. It's a chapter.
Player three, your question was?
That's wrong.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Let's see what that'll cost you. Ooh. Player one, what was your question? Ooh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you?
Oh well.
Nice try.
Player two's the winner.
Great effort, everyone. What a game. Our big winner, player two.
Alright, I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna stop here, so I'll see you guys in my next video.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Come back and see us again real soon, won't you?